Down low. Kicks it out to James. This one for three. No good on the buzzer beater. And so that brings the first half to a close. The Rockets on top. They're up by 8. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. They're looking amped up and ready to get going once again. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
That slasher mentality was on display in that first half. He got to the rim consistently.
Boy, I tell you what, he's got that great first step, and he must have had some quickness porridge or something because he looks a little faster today than normal.
And now the third quarter about to get going. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
He had created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a... Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boys.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girls.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov.
Tristan Thompson.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. James with it. He's picked up by Ariza. Outside jumper. Back to LeBron. Outside jumper. 6 to shoot. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Harden's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Jones. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so we will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. Smith checked in for the Cavaliers. And the free throw, no good. Jones dishes to Lawson. Harden against Shumpert. Back to Lawson. Second shot opportunity. Jones kicks to Harden. Over Irving. Harden's shot is off.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
And Thompson kicks to Smith. And stolen by Lawson. And now Jones running the floor all by himself.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Irving kicks to James. There's the pick. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Block shots, a stat that sometimes doesn't tell the whole story. Big-time shot blockers aren't always elite defenders. And then the opposite is true. Their block shot totals don't quite capture that great impact they really have defensively.
You know, and Akeem the Dream, certainly one of the greatest all-around players to have ever played the game. An endless array of offensive moves down low, no doubt. And defensively, his numbers speak for themselves. I mean, almost 4,000 career blocks, 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards, just a legendary low-post defender.
The Rockets shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Only 71% from the line last season, and rest assured they're hoping to bring those numbers up this year.
And that just has to improve, guys. I mean, the free throw shooting is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line.
Ooh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
And there's the call on Howard. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Anderson Varejão's checked in for Irving. There's 1:47 left in the 3rd quarter. For Cleveland, they have gone just 4 of 8 from the line tonight, hoping to move that free throw percentage up a bit. Free throw good, James. And both free throws good for LeBron. Houston leading by 16. Here's Harden on the wing, covered by Smith. And there's the 3-second violation.
A chance here to check out how the Rockets ranked in the NBA last season. 2nd in fast break points. 3rd in steals. And they also ranked among the top 5 in points off turnovers, so did a nice job of turning people over and then turning those turnovers into points.
And as you pointed out, when it came to running the break, I mean, they were terrific. They left teams really just grasping for breath and unable to match that breakneck pace.
Jones with the screen on Smith. They get it again. Kicks it out to Harden. That's tipped, but they get it back. Lawson takes a big height bounce and goes in. Lawson's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
And it's slammed in by Ariza.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home.
I tell you what, he's lucky on that one that he got away with maybe not picking up a tee.
The screen from Thompson. Smith for 3. Again, the miss by Smith.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
Pulls up. Ariza no luck. The Cavaliers trail by 18. LeBron drives in. J.R. Smith on the wing. And Thompson kicks to Smith. And it's off from 3-point range. And here at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Houston on top. They finish off the 3rd quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. Welcome back. 4th quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. 4th quarter on the court for the Rockets. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Down low, it's Jones and Howard together. And it's Lawson in at the point. Jones sets the pick for Harden. Inside. Reverses. Mozgov with the block. It's Jefferson outside. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the 3-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
It's Harden with the drive. It's stolen by Jefferson. For the 3. Cleveland the rebound. Irving passes to Love. Good D by Jones.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
After a first half where he had just one turnover, fellas, things have changed in the second. They're starting to pile up on him now.
Monteunice is checked in for Houston. And so timeout here by David Blatt.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what David Blatt said to the team. He's not pleased with the careless turnovers offensively, saying, listen, we've got to get shots. It's as simple as that. We have to play smart and value the basketball. Kevin, did it sink in?
Cleveland on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Lawson dishes to Harden. Back to Lawson. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 6th assist on the night.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack, but they just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers.
The 3. Mozgov grabs the board. Mozgov's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Boy, did they need that rebound. I mean, they have struggled on the boards overall, but still with a chance to win.
Exactly, because they've made enough plays to keep it close. And as a result, they're still in it.
And that one's good. Love.
They're down right now, trying to stay in the game with the 3 ball. They've shot a lot more here in the second half than they did in the first half. And I'm not sure I agree with that strategy.
Lawson kicks to Harden. There's a screen by Monteunice. It's Harden with the drive. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Harden draws the double. Here's Howard. There's the killer 2-handed slam.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
.132 left in the game. 5 to shoot. And here's Harden for 3. And that's collected by Love. The Cavaliers trail by 15.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Rockets.
Clark, the biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
You know, I thought both teams worked hard at both ends, but sky-high field goal percentage and pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Excellent effort tonight.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
Greg, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for James Harden. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Howard with it. Now defended by Mozgov. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point range, Mozgov grabs the board. Here's Irving. Lawson with the defensive effort there.